What up, YouTube? Darth Dub coming at you with a video on a vault lock. Now, on this side here, I have a Jeb door, a double Jeb. You don't really have to watch that part of the video if you don't want to. Just about everybody knows how to make a double Jeb, but if you don't, it's still in the video. You've got this part of the lock, which is a separate lock from this lock. They work in tandem, gate together, in order to push this T flip-flop and activate the door. Okay, so I made me a little 7x7 room. I'm going to come over here, place a barrel, and then skip a space and 4 barrels. I'm going to come back behind these barrels with a redstone lamp, put a button on front of that. I can chuck those. From this point, we're going to go ahead and run over to the back. On here, we're going to place a torch. We're going to come off from that lamp with a slab on top. And then we're going to come out with a couple of blocks. 1, 2. Up against that slab, we're going to have a sticky piston. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them. They're facing toward these barrels. We're then going to place some dust along the top there. We're going to come out of that dust with 2 repeaters, both on 4 ticks. We're going to come up from that with a block. And then we're going to have an observer facing down into a block. And we're going to have down from that 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll grab some dust, place it on these 2, place it across these 4. Next we're going to come over here. We want to bring, these are temporary blocks here, and we're going to put a hopper there, temporary here, 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 and here. Already have my droppers. I'm going to place the droppers in a line of 3 facing up into that hopper that's going into the barrel there. Alright, now from here what we're going to do is we're going to place hoppers facing into 4 of those. We're going to come over here and place hoppers facing this direction. And this very last one here, going to be a hopper facing in there, and a hopper facing in there. Next we're going to come, let's see, we go the same way. 4 more temporary blocks right there. And then, yeah, there we go. We're going to go temporary blocks along here. I'm going to run this till it's right there. Okay, so now I'm going to take, under these, I'm going to face into these with 4. And we're going to face into these with 4. And then we're going to do a line of hoppers all the way this way, right into this bottom dropper. Now we're going to grab a block, come under here, we're going to remove these. We're going to place those there, and we're going to need comparators. We're going to need comparators all along here. This is one reason why I really like World Edit. I don't have to do anything more than that. Now these are going to be old school sorters. So go ahead and put torches here. I like to forget those when I put them last, so we'll go ahead and put those as soon as I can. Do the framework here. We are going to place our repeaters, more blocks up above said repeaters. I'm going to grab some dust. I'm going to place it all along these. And we're going to, let's see, get rid of this, this, and we will get our comparators back. Actually, we're going to have our droppers, and this is where we want our target blocks. We're going to place our target blocks up like this, all the way down. We're going to do droppers up, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think to make this easier, I'm going to place temporary blocks across here. And then we're going to have droppers facing down into these guys. And we can get these temporary blocks going. Okay. Now we'll come over here. And right here we'll put a line of blocks. And another line of blocks here. We will go with our comparators, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of the comparators, grab out some torches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go ahead, get these blocks, put them across like so. Oh, one passed, yep, okay. Run it down until it is right here. That is a block up with one out. Dust this bad boy all up like that. One more here with a torch there. And next we're going to come around here. This is our dropper chain. We're going to go ahead and bring a temporary block out like that. We're going to bring us an observer facing that way, an observer facing this way. Get rid of that block. We can now place a block down from here with a sticky piston right here facing that direction. That will set up a clock every time it's out. And like this. We want a comparator here. That's going to read every time there is an item in this dropper, because that's where the hoppers are leading. Put a dust here. Boom. Anytime this has one in it, it's going to click here so fast that this ends up in there. Now, we also have a line of hoppers running into this top one, so we're going to have to do something. Wow, that's a glitch. Okay, yeah, so we're going to do this structure right here, and then we're going to come out of that with an observer, not an observer, but a, what's that, a comparator, and then a repeater on this side. And then we'll just run these over to that exact same sticky piston, dust it up, there we go. And it is at this point where I like to come through here, and you don't have to do this, but with composters, I like to cover these hoppers here. You can do this as you go if you like putting the composters on top, but this whole row of hoppers can get them. Next, I have this box that I made where I named stacks of paper. With all the digits 0 through 9, and then 2 stacks of whatever, just disposable things, with the name filler. You don't have to name them anything, but it helps to make sure that nobody cheats in your code. Now, I am going to need some of these, so we will go ahead and grab 2 of these. Down here, come into this guy, and make sure you got your filler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to want to fill all 4 of these like that. So next, I am going to decide what my combination is going to be. It's going to be 6, 8, 5, 6. So I'm going to go in here and grab 6, 8, and 5. Around at the back, we're going to go in here. It was 6, 8, 5, 3, so here's the 6. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place those in there. It drops 1. We're going to go in here, 6, 8. So 8's the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop those in there. Boom. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. Put them all in there. It dropped 1. And 6 is the last number. Drop 6 of those in there. It dropped 1. And then we're going to come over here and in the bottom droppers, I'm going to place 1 item in each of them. And next we're going to come off of this torch right here with the block and the block down. Break that, come out another one. Now are going to be 2 temporary blocks. We'll grab our hopper and into there. We will grab our dropper facing this way, break that, and another dropper facing up right under that one, smack dab into that guy there. I'm going to come over here and place a block up and out, and then down and out, like so. We'll probably come off of that too. Come over here with a comparator there, repeater here, go over here and grab some dust here, and here. Anyway, that was not necessary. That's for later. I'm going to go ahead and put the Jeb door in. I am going to use this glass. You don't necessarily have to have this as glass. This just needs to be covered in order for this T flip-flop to work. If it's open to the air, the item may spit out somewhere else. And because I'm not using this glass anymore, I'll just use it as the item. Now see, that light's on. So now if our combination works, that light will turn off. 6, 8, 5, 6. I place these in here. 1, 5. 2 6s. 1, 8. Alright. 6, 8, 5, 6. Push the button. Boom, it turned our light off. Heard the clicking. Boom, all these got 4 in them, so it spit all of our items back. This is the next part of the lock. If you notice on this side of the wall, I placed 3 blocks that are different because they are going to get item frames. I am going to go ahead and put swords in these item frames, and I am going to make my combination the way that I want it to be to open this, and what I want is for it to run into this in the off position. We're going to come off of here. That's why I made these where you could see them. We're going to go 2 more out here and 2 more out here. This very middle one is going to have 2 more. These 2 are going to come up. Yeah, like that. You're going to come out 1 more on each side than the one behind it. And then, let's see, from here we're going to have 2 more out and then 2 out this way. That should be a good portion of our blocks. We're going to come out from these 3 like this. This one and this one are going to be on subtract modes. We're going to come into those blocks. These blocks up, we're going to come out of. And then these 2 are going to get 1, 2. Turn that on, face 1 into it, and that is our comparators. Next thing, we're going to grab some furnaces. Place 1 there, get rid of the block under it. Same thing here. And same thing here. Next, we're going to grab our torches. We're going to put the torch here, here, and here. Then we're going to put dust across these two, coming out of those comparators. We're going to grab a block. We're going to come and put blocks right there and surround that torch on all three of these. Not really surround the torch, but surround the block under the torch. Boom, like that. Okay. Now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and bring this over to where we can connect dust. And then, see, we'll grab our repeaters, come out like this, right next to all of the torches. And then we just connect this line up with dust. There we are. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go about placing the items in the ovens that make these the proper signal strength coming out the back. Let's see. First thing we're going to do is we're going to isolate these two. So this and this go into the same line and nothing else goes into that line. And in order that we see that better, we're going to go ahead and place some blocks like so. There we go into that. When this is right, that light's going to turn off. So what I am going to do is I'm going to grab a stack of planks. We'll throw a stack of planks in there. And it automatically turned off. Look at that. Sweet. And now we'll go ahead and slowly give it turn all the way around and make sure we didn't mess something up. That's the only option that keeps it off. Okay, cool. We good. So let's replace the dust that we took off to isolate it and remove the rest of our circuit there. Next, we're going to go for the center one. That's this right here. These two onto this dust. That dust needs isolated. Okay. And then we need to bring something up so that we can see better. And I don't know if I came up too high there or not, but we'll see. It is this one is the one that is blocking that comparator. So we'll come over here. Let's remove that and grab another stack of planks. I'm guessing you can do this with sticks as well. This is probably going to be too much. Yeah, that's too much. So it's still on. Let's take out half. Boom. Half. Now we'll come over here and do the same thing we did before, and we'll test it. Okay. You'll see that's the only one that turned it off. So, bow. Oh yeah, I was about to go to the next one. We'll get rid of this. We will reconnect here and here, and then we'll remove that, which isolates the next one. And then we can bring this up. And this is going to connect over to this. So we can just do that. And then anywhere off of this line, we can go ahead and bring. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Put that guy on there. It's on. And now we've still got some planks from before, so let's go ahead, and I'm sure that's too much, so let's go ahead and cut that in half, put it in there. I get the feeling, okay. Yeah, this one's off, that one's off, okay. So they're both off, which means this is too much. Yeah, it looks like it went off. Yeah, it went off. Cool. Alright. So then let's look over at it. It's looking promising. That's what we want. Alright, that is our combination. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote the combination down here so I don't forget it. I covered up here. I am going to get rid of that and that. Make sure this is reconnected after our test. And then, you know what? Yeah, so go over here. This is 9 from the furthest one. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll put a repeater. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we good. And if you followed the T flip-flop that I did to test the original lock, I came out with 2 blocks. That is how I measured where this door is going to come out from. Those 2 blocks, after those you get 2 more, which are going to be the block that you're using for your ceiling. And then you'll grab your other block and come out 2 more. Next thing, we're going to go grab our sticky pistons. Make sure right here where the wall is going to be, come back 1 from that, back 2 from that. Place them like so, 1 on top of each of them. You're going to come over to the side here, skip a block out, and you're going to place your stickies like this in a wall of 4. You're going to do the same thing out here on this side, so I need a temporary block here to start it. Okay. And then we're going to get these last 2. Boom, that is our piston layout. We're going to go ahead and grab these ceiling blocks, bring them, yep, that's where they need to be. And next, we're going to grab our regular old redstone placing blocks. We'll come out 2 from here, 1 out, out and down, 2 out from there, 1 out. Actually, we'll do this number here, 2 up like that. So we'll do that on both sides. Bring that up. What's going to happen is we're going to put dust on all of these, and then we're going to go ahead and grab our glass, place it like this, grab our dust again, place the dust on the glass, dust, 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 and dust and dust. Grab our repeaters, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Our blocks again, block here, dust, dust, dust. On this side, do the same thing, block here, dust, dust, dust. Now we can complete our wall. Let's see, actually, I'm going to put my blocks in like this, and then I'm going to decorate with these on top. And then I'll pick a different type of block. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to do this here. But I'm going to do this here. And the door is going to be made of chiseled quartz. And let's see. I think we can. And it closed. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab us a button. You want to be able to open and close this from this side, so we'll put some more floor here. We'll put a button there. Come over here. That's where our button is. We'll come down and leave the space between it. And we'll bring this out. And you're going to want yourself a sticky piston and an observer. And your sticky piston, down 3 from this is going to be pointing up into it. Down 2 from that is going to be an observer pointing up into it. And we'll break that, place a block here. And here you are. I am, just because I like the way it looks a little bit better, clean it up like that. Dust on all these. And stop right there. There we go. That should open and close the door. And then we'll just close this right up. Actually, yeah. Keeping with the style. And there we go. Next, we're going to see if this all works. So let's go ahead and move these to a place that does not work. And let's take out 6856. And 6856. Not 6. Eight, 5, 6. So 6856. That's the proper. This is, let's see, nothing. And then we will go ahead and give ourselves the proper combination, which we already know is going to work, 6856. Boom. And you're open. And check this out, regardless of what you do to this right now, that door is going to stay open because it's on the T flip-flop. And the only thing I would change about this when the copper bulbs come out is change this T flip-flop to a copper bulb coming out of there. I originally made this with copper bulbs coming out of the sorters. The reset line is a lot bigger, comes out up here. It works just fine. It's shaped differently. It's not as small as it is. Got us a command block set up. Got to be in adventure mode in here until you get out, then it'll put you in creative. We've got our command block here set up like that. You can pause it and look at that. It's on repeat and always active. And same thing with this one. It just has different selectors. They may be convoluted. You may only need an as or an at and not both of them. But these work just fine. Alright, so if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I am going to leave a link to the world edit in the description. Yeah, it's been real.